imagine when you looked on the news in Detroit, Michigan, where I was living there, while I was there, there was a 91-year-old black man who they showed on national news. The dude was trying to take his car and he kept punching the man in his face, but the man wouldn't let him take his car. Detroit, Michigan, where you heard nationally before she left us, the mother of the struggle. Rosa Parks was beaten by a young man who broke in her house.
Come on, man. That's right. That's true.
On the news just recently, they showed a man was going, the woman just cashed a little $300 check. She steps into the elevator, black woman, young, old black woman. And the guy slips in right behind her and chokes her out. They got it on camera. When you see and you come on the scene like these police officers and you see this, it takes away your humanity. And after a while, you become numb to it. After a while, you can eat a donut and stand over the body. After a while, you don't even go home and talk about it no more. So now you become numb, desensitized to human suffering.
Yes, sir.
But they're not the only ones that need sensitivity training.
Go ahead.
Because we have become numb.
That's right. Yes, sir.
We can kill one another and we don't even talk about it no more.
That's right.
We don't meet when we murder one another. We don't have these kind of gatherings when we're murdering one another. But Lord, let the police beat one of us. Right. Lord, let the police shoot one of us. We would pack this place. As if we're saying it's okay for us to kill one another, but not you. So as over the years, I realized training these guys ain't gonna change how they treat us. Many of them are good human beings. The majority of police officers are good human beings. It's a small percentage that makes that whole department look bad. Do you know they think that all of our people that live in the community are criminals?
Yes, sir.
And do you know the majority of the people that live in this community are good people?
Yes, sir.
And it's a small percentage that gives us a bad rep. It's a small percentage that give them a bad rep. But they get frustrated because they say, hey, y'all have a no snitch policy. I like when my brother said, they said black folks don't snitch young people. I said, that's a lie. Man, we not only snitching, but we snitching twice on Sunday.
Come on, man. They ain't even asking shit.
Over a can of Coke, just give him a Coke and he telling everything. Don't give him a cigarette.
Come on. Bag of chips.
Talk about black folks don't snitch. That's BS. But they have a no snitch policy too.
They certainly do.
It's called a blue wall of silence.
Come on, talk about that.
Police officers don't snitch on police officers either.
That's right. That's right.
Police officers don't hand over their criminals either.
That's right.
So I say in my training, if you want us to hand over ours, then you hand over yours.
Right.
I think that's a fair bargain.
That's right. That's right.
I think we need to be able to do this based upon mutual respect. But I begin to start learning. You can't stop crime and violence, dear family, with more police officers. I'm sorry.
That's right.
You can't stop crime and violence with more police officers. You can't stop crime and violence by police locking us up. We breaking the doggone jail system. They got to let over 50,000 out of the prisons in California. 30,000 being left out of the state of Ohio because they're broke. They can't afford to continue to feed these prisoners. So they turning the prisons over to privatization, so if you got a little bank, you can own a prison.
Yeah.
The state getting out the business.
Sure.
So, crime and violence crime and violence is rooted in social disorder. It's a social problem. That's why crime and violence ain't in every community. Get out that crazy thinking it's everywhere. That's BS. It's not everywhere. I lived in Brooklyn, I lived in New York, and you go to Crown Heights, the Jewish community. There ain't no crime and violence in Crown Heights. I could see an old Jewish woman 10 o'clock at night pushing the stroller with her children in, and nobody dare harm her. You can go into Bensonhurst, which is the Italian neighborhood. They don't have crime and violence in the Italian neighborhood. Well, they do have crime, but it's organized.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, our crime ain't even organized. When the last time you heard a drive-by in Chinatown? Get out of this thinking that crime and violence is everywhere. When the last time you heard the police going in those neighborhoods brutalizing the people? You cannot brutalize a community that loves itself.
Right.
Do you hear me? We the #1 brutalizers. So how are you going to brutalize a community that's in love? We can sit here all day long and we can change leadership all day long, but that ain't going to solve your problems, right?